Hey everyone, welcome back to the His and Hers the Truth podcast. This is my feminine wife.
Sim, great seeing everyone again, and welcome to our channel.
Yes, thank you so much. My name is Tuan. Guys, hey, smash that like button, right? Subscribe to the channel. I've noticed that we've been getting some decent views on our last video, guys. I'm glad that you guys are liking the Asian themed content out there because that's really my motivation this year. My wife and I is to bring this awareness out there to you guys, not only in terms of Asian excellence, Asian brothers and sisters that are doing well out there, obviously expose some of the stereotypes, all the negative stuff that has increased since the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
All the Asian hate crimes, that type of stuff. Of course, Asian and women and men dating dynamics. We talked about it, right, where Asian men are the least desired ethnicity on dating apps, whereas Asian women are not. They are the highest, right? And then also, obviously, the self-deletion rates, and of course the interracial marriage statistics, right, where Asian women are dating more than 50% outside of their ethnicity at this point, right? Okay. And that brings me to the video today, honey, right? Is because I saw it in my stream and I was really excited to comment on it because it's one thing I've been wanting to do a lot this year as well too, was bring people aware of all the Asian American athletes that have been doing really well out there.
Yep.
I mean,
We
not
know who
only
they
in the
are.
last recent decades or so, but just in the recent, current sports market, right? So I'm curious on what they're going to bring to this video in terms of who they're going to say are the great Asian, like what are some of the Asian athletes that are doing well right now. Okay, guys. So, hey, guys, enjoy the video, but please, of course, as always, share and comment at the end, right? We love every comment. And of course, if you guys can share the truth, help debunk the lies, right? And spread this awareness to all our Asian brothers and sisters out there, that would be awesome.
Show us some love.
Yes. Without further ado, though, the title of this video is from NBC News. So obviously a mainstream media, guys. I don't typically go into politics or, media type of content, but I thought this was very relatable to what we're doing, honey. And the title of the video is Recognizing Asian American Standouts in Pro Sports Where Few Share Their Heritage. I don't know how old this video is, but it said that it was only 2 days ago that this video was posted. So I'm curious on what athletes they're going to promote. Okay, let's begin.
Well, Ziegler, in honor of Asian American Heritage Month, we are celebrating the achievements of the AAPI community. And today, we're focusing on Asian American athletes who have represented the United States in the Olympics, on the gridiron, and beyond, showing us how sports is a unifying event where heroes are made. Olympians Suni Lee and Nathan Chen, the NFL's Tua Tagovailoa. Of course, there's golf great
Welcome back, Big Pat!
Tiger Woods, tennis star Michael Chang. Before Kristi Yamaguchi, there was Tiffany Chin, the first Asian American skater to represent the U.S. at the Winter Olympics. On the hardwood, Jeremy Lin took the country by storm with Linsanity, NFL quarterback and son of a Filipino immigrant, Roman Gabriel. Asian American standouts in professional sports where few others share their history or heritage. Asian Americans are the fastest growing racial or ethnic group
real quick
in
before she gets into this stat, which is a true stat. So what do you think of just kind of the athletes, honey, that she said there in the beginning? Did you recognize any of them?
Oh, yeah.
Do
we
you
recognize
recall
all
some of them, most of them? What do you think about that, kind of that pool that she initially brought up?
No, I mean, all those athletes we do recognize. I mean, they are recognizable, but the only thing is, they're not sort of embracing their Asian community as much, and that's the thing that's sad, because they do, because you're up there. I feel that, say if like we were up there as Asian people, right? I would embrace my community. I would bring them together. It doesn't matter if you're Filipino, Malaysian, Thai, Chinese.
Why do you
Canada.
think is that, honey?
But they're
Because I
not.
think that's a huge topic that we need to talk about. Why do you think it doesn't get brought out by these Asian athletes, or I guess the media?
Well, it's the athletes and the media, and also Asian people aren't embracing themselves, because they
What-
sort of separate themselves. Like, oh, Japanese can stick to Japanese, Koreans stick to. But you know what? You guys are, no matter what, when you check in the box, you're considered Asian. Whether you're Chinese, Malaysian, Thai, Filipino, whatever, you're considered Asian, checkbox. And I don't understand why you don't embrace that. Why athletes, whether you're Japanese, Chinese, or whatever, embrace your Asian community. We are an Asian community. And I feel that when you're leveled up that high, that status, you've made it into the pro Olympians and actors, actress up there. Embrace the Asian community. Because no matter what, you guys, when you're filling out that sheet, you're still checking out that box that you're Asian.
Yeah, and then
so we're all Asian.
And then the other thing too is all the other ethnicities, American ethnicities, right? Where you say it's African, whether you say it's Caucasian, right? They don't look at us as separate. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of them are intelligent enough to say, that's Chinese, that's Korean, but we do this to ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, I just watched a freaking a rant earlier with that Ronnie Chan comedian guy, and I think he's a freaking dumbass. But he was making fun of Fox News because they didn't know the different ethnicities, right? And I think that is both a pro and a con within our culture because when we try to segregate ourselves too much like that, we're only hurting ourselves as a totality of an Asian community, right? And like I was telling you guys, we can't expect the other ethnicities to know which ethnicities we break it down to. Shoot, I don't even look Vietnamese, right? So many people mistake me for Filipino or half black. Like, I don't. So my point is, when you're ambiguously looking, and then you start getting mixed race kids like Tiger Woods, like freaking, some other athletes that aren't 100% of that ethnicity, but they're still Asian, right? Like I said, we need to fight this fight all together, and we can't do this BS. So I was like, oh, well, I'm not Korean, Japan, American. I'm Japanese American. No, we're Asian Americans. We need to push. We need to bring awareness. We need to advocate for Asian Americans, that which we all fall underneath that umbrella.
Checkbox, Asian.
Yeah. The other thing I will want to say that you said that earlier, that is that these Asian athletes don't, express themselves. They don't bring awareness to their excellence. And there's a couple reasons for that, guys. We talk about it. Our Asian culture is brought up to kind of not stand out, right? We're told to kind of, play just the well, lack of better words, model minority, right? But also kind of just don't make any waves, right? Don't be out there for people to talk about you. Right. So that's one reason why I know these Asian athletes don't want to do that. And then the other thing, too, is because there's that, like I said, that segregation. Right. Because if you say, well, I'm a Chinese basketball star like Jeremy Lin, everyone else is like, so what? I'm not Chinese. OK,
but that's wrong.
And then lastly, I just think right now, because of the media and because of everything else, there's really no good reason to say you're Asian, right? I mean, look at Tiger Woods. Everyone thinks of him as black, right? And obviously this news report was great to point out that he is Asian because, guys, he's 50% Asian, if not more, right? He's, I think, a quarter Thai, a quarter Chinese. He's only 1/8 African American, but everyone promoted him. Everyone looks at him as Asian. Guys, think about all the positive things that he could have changed around for us, right?
But he's not doing it.
He's not doing it. He's not promoting it. I mean, and even that whole sex scandal. I hate to say it, but hey, if there was an Asian brother that was a player out there, at least we would get to know as being a freaking player that could get women. Right? I mean, hey, it might be a negative thing, but at least if you're out there saying, hey, I'm a freaking an alpha male that's getting women, wouldn't that change the stereotype of what Asian men are?
But what did they say, though, honey? They are not embracing, the Asian community. You guys are checkbox, #checkbox, still Asian, doesn't really matter, but you guys are not. You guys are not standing up for your Asian community. You guys are not embracing the stars. I don't care if they're Japanese, black, white, half Asian, doesn't matter. They are still considered Asian. That's like telling your kids, okay, well, you're mixed. What part of you is white? What part of you what? Your eyeball, the right side is Asian, the other side is... No, you're considered Asian no matter what. You would be like, hey, I'm proud Asian, I'm proud black, I'm proud black, Asian, white. It doesn't really matter. But the key word is, when you're up there, echelon, you need to embrace your Asian community. Well, I don't care if you're mixed.
It's not just embrace. It's about promoting.
Yeah.
Right? So, hey, guys, let's do that this year. Let's move on with the video, honey, but let's promote that this year, right? If you see another Asian brother or sister doing well, right? Especially Asian brothers, guys. Come on. There's not a whole lot of good representation of Asian men out there, right? hey, it doesn't matter if it's Shohei Ohtani who's killing it right now in
Yep.
baseball, right? It doesn't matter if it was freaking Jeremy Lin. It doesn't matter if it was Tiger Woods.
Yep.
Let us ourselves as a community go
Cheer.
behind them, cheer them, and push them out, regardless of what Asian ethnicity we are. Okay.
That's what I just said. Cheer them
In
on.
the U.S.,
Support
but
each
Asian
other.
Americans make up about 3% of professional athletes, the lowest of the major demographics.
I was called the N-word. I was called the chink, Bruce Leroy, Blackanese.
Hines Ward was born in South Korea. His mother, Kim Young-hee, is Korean. His dad, Black. The family eventually moved to Atlanta, where Ward excelled in sports. But off the field, he struggled with belonging.
The Korean kids didn't want to hang out with me because I had a black father. The white kids didn't want to hang out with me because I was both black and Korean.
Ward went on to play football at the University of Georgia, then spent 14 years in the NFL with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He played in 3 Super Bowls, won 2, and was the Super Bowl MVP in 2006. That year, he spoke with NBC's Lester Holt.
Some of those kids that used to call you Jackie Chan and make all his names. And
Now they love me.
Today, Ward is the head coach of the XFL San Antonio Brahmas. He embraces his ethnicity and his mother.
I'm kind of glad I went through some adversity that I went through early on in my life. My mom knows that, there's nothing I wouldn't do for my mom.
Ward remains the only Super Bowl MVP of Asian descent. His path in finding success and leaning into his racial identity, an experience shared by speed skating gold medalist Apollo Ono.
My father poured everything into me,
Watch this
and he
first.
fused this Americana culture with his Japanese heritage, and that was my upbringing. It absolutely was a fundamental piece of just being dedicated and being obsessed around what I did.
And Chloe Kim, 2-time gold medal winner on the halfpipe.
Really feels like we're in this together and we're fighting the same fight, and it's really important and empowering at the same time.
Olympic ice
Okay, so real quick, honey. First question. Did you know any about these athletes? Did
Yes.
you know about Hines Ward, Apollo Ono, and
I know
and that?
Apollo.
Sure.
Oh, no.
So you knew about Apollo Ono,
Yeah.
right? But did you know about Hines Ward?
Hines Ward, not really, because I'm, me, I'm not major. And, if
Okay,
I
and then
did,
how
I
about
would-
that last girl? Did you know about her?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So where did you know about it? Was it news? Was it social media? Was
Yeah,
it
social
Facebook?
media.
Okay, so social media. So this is one thing I want to say about it, and specifically Hines Ward. I knew that he was half Korean, right? Because I've looked into it, right? Because obviously I'm a student of the sphere, right? I'm a student of, trying to promote Asian awareness and Asian excellence. But I'll be honest with you, like, there's not a whole lot of things out there that was promoting him as Asian. And don't get me wrong, the man has done some stuff in his own right to promote it, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of him in the American social media or whatever, there wasn't that much. And then, like I said, the Asian community wasn't behind pushing him to show his excellence. Because think about it. One of the stats she just said was that he's the only Asian that has won a Super Bowl MVP.
And no one else.
And
is
no
really
one has said that,
embracing it.
right? Whereas, when you look at any black athlete who's the first, the first black athlete to become this, or the first black, actress or actor to win this, it's blown up in the media. It's blown up within their culture. It's blown up on social media, right? Like, we need to do this, guys. Like I said, we cannot wait for lack of better words, the Western media and everyone else, other ethnicities, to promote our excellence.
Changes happen within, and that is within our Asian family. Okay, I consider it as family because you know what? Like I said, you're doing the checkbox as Asian, and one person can make a difference. And if the other person kept doing it, repeating it, and share it, it's just like fireball.
yeah.
If we all appreciate and work together and uplift our Asian, excellence, which I would call excellence, those people who has achieved, and those people who has achieved, expose it and get on, media, whatever else, and, share their stories. And,
I think what my wife was saying
will
is
work
that if
out.
we were behind them more,
Yeah.
right? If we as a community was behind them more, they would promote themselves more.
Yeah.
They would push themselves because they would know, like, hey, there's this support out there. There's this, obviously there's this community standing behind me and wanting to help me promote it, right? Whereas when they do it, it's like crickets, right? There's no Asian community standing behind them to help promote and support that, guys. So yeah, like I said, let's start doing that this year.
Yep.
Dancers Alex and Maya Shibutani are 2-time Olympic bronze medalists and 3-time world champs. How have you tried to address discrimination and racism through your sport and through how you live your lives?
I think it was really challenging for us when we were within the system of sports because there is a certain power structure. But I think as we've taken the time to reflect, we know that it's our actions and the ripple effect has a real impact.
What would be your message to young people who are watching and want to get involved in a sport or a profession where they don't see anyone who really looks like them?
It's difficult to distill singular advice because everyone's experience is so different. My advice would be to never let anyone feel that being different is a bad thing.
With their new children's book, Amazing Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders Who Inspire Us All, the Shibutanis share profiles of current and historic figures that help everyone understand the contributions of the AAPI community.
We know that the work that we're doing will have a longer lasting effect than almost anything we could do on the ice.
It's such a great report, Vicki.
Thank you. It's inspiring, right, to see all of these people over time making an impact in their sports. And Asian Americans are also making a big difference behind the scenes as well. You may not know, but Mark Tatum, born in Vietnam, he's now deputy commissioner of the NBA.
Wow.
Kim Ng, general manager of the Miami Marlins. And Lo Van Pham, he was the first Asian American to officiate an NFL game, and that was last year.
So impressive.
Yeah, it's great. It's representation. It matters. Kids watch this. They see this. They think, oh, my gosh, that's a dream I can now have, too.
That can be me.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff. Thank you.
So why, like, she just mentioned all these names,
Yeah.
honey, and I have no clue who these people are, right?
Yep.
Why do you think there's such a huge kind of like, lack of awareness?
Because we're not pushing it out there. Media isn't pushing it out there. They're not really pushing it out there, like you said, because with the Asian culture, they like to sort of hush hush. Like, oh, I got the reward. I got the award for this and this. I achieved it. But let's, keep it quiet. Let's just be, why? Why are you keeping it quiet? Okay. We won't, Asian people, sorry to say, aren't really very vocal.
Very outgoing.
Yeah, very outgoing nor
stereotypes,
vocal.
right?
So you got to be vocal. You got to be out there to reach. You got to be out there to educate your Asian community. Reach out to us. Like you guys, whoever's there, please reach out to us because we want us Asian family. I'm going to use the word family. Okay, Asian family to come together. I don't care. Cheer for one another. Uplift one another. Okay? I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're white, mixed kids, mixed Asian, mixed black, mixed whatever it is. You're still considered part of the Asian blood. Let's all cheer for one another.
The other thing too is, like I said, the one thing the reason why I brought it up because there was another motive that I wanted to call out is that, guys, I don't know if you noticed recently, but in all like these big companies, big tech, liberal states, and like I said, I don't like getting into politics, guys, but if you guys know, in the schools too, they are categorizing Asians as whites, right? They're literally categorizing Asians as Caucasians, right? So they're literally like trying to eliminate our difference, for lack of better words, our culture, right? So that's another thing I want to bring awareness to everyone out there in the Asian community, because if you don't like stand up for this, if you don't help support Asian excellence, like my wife was saying, you're going to lose. You're going to lose all this, right? And then you're going to just fit in. But is that how you really want to fit in? Is just kind of be that person that's like, unfortunately, now you're literally been assimilated, for lack of better words, right? You no longer have your identity.
Let's go to the Matrix and just get hooked up, and they don't want you anymore. Let's unplug you.
And I bring
Do you
up
want
that
to be that way? No,
I
don't
bring
wanna
up the
live that way.
word identity because that's one thing that Asian Americans struggle with a lot, right? Is we lack an identity, right? Especially Asian men. Hey, I'm speaking to my brothers right now, right? Someone like myself that grew up here at a very young age, pretty much believe that we're American, for lack of better words, right? Yeah, we saw our Asian parents growing up, but for the most part, we hanged out with white kids, black kids, right? Participated in all the American type of activities and culture, right? And so we really don't have that traditional culture, right? And so because we did not see good representation of ourselves in society and in culture, right? We never had really good identity. I remember struggling with this for a long time when I was a younger kid, right? And then ultimately, kind of in the same way, like that last video we shot with that model, right? Just working out, building confidence, I found myself, right? But once again, it was like nothing for me to really look to in terms of things. obviously Bruce Lee was a huge thing from back in the day, right? But that's so far in between, right? So guys, hey, like I said, we need to prop up our role models, okay? And one thing, like I said, I want to point out is like, dude, there's a huge Asian athlete right now that's killing the sports circuit, right? Probably considered the best of all time right now.
Yeah.
But no, she didn't even bring it up. And this is a report that was supposed to show Asian excellence.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has to do with, one, obviously just, you know, lack of awareness, but two, the segregation mentality, right? Because who I'm talking about, guys, is Shohei Ohtani, right?
Yep,
He's doing
everybody knows
things that's never been done in baseball,
Nope.
right? You know, yeah, he hasn't done it for a long time, but at this point, he's done things that have never been done before.
Yeah.
But no one's talking about him outside of the baseball community, right? So, like I said, guys, hey, let's do a better job this year of promoting what our Asian brothers and sisters are doing. Let's promote all the stuff that I've talked about, where in terms of like all these negative aspects that's affecting the Asian male community, right?
Yep.
And then, of course, like I said, let's turn this around and obviously, you know, bring awareness to the whole Asian community in terms of giving them their just due that they deserve, right? Honey,
Let's be a family.
Yeah.
That's
Anything
all
you
I'm
want to
saying.
add to that, honey?
No, I'm just saying, hey, let's support one another. Let's uplift one another. It doesn't matter if they're Japanese, Chinese, whoever. If they're successful, hey, let's uplift one another. We are an Asian family, and that's all I want to say. Let's help one another out.
And I think that's a great message. So, guys, hey, thank you for watching the video. Go support your Asian local community. I think that's where you need to start out first. And then, of course, like I said, just bring these topics up with your family, your friends, right? Point it out, bring awareness to all of us, and then hopefully that word will spread.
Yep.
Okay? Talk to you guys next time.
Bye.
Join us as we give you guys a glimpse into our lives, give you guys advice, hopefully give you guys entertainment value as well, too, and provide you guys better outcomes.
Yes.